How's it going, everyone? KingBlackToof here. So let's talk about a deck which I think has been placed on the sidelines recently, for quite a while in fact, and no one's really playing it anymore, even though I still think it's very strong. It got me to rank 20 in the previous season. Probably could have gone higher, but I just sort of, didn't play enough. But it's the Squirtel movement deck, and it features as win conditions Merigolds Hailstorm and Trappers instead of the more common, I would say, Dolblafana Marksman at the minute. But this used to be a very common archetype and a very common deck that people played a lot. Obviously we saw Merigold nerfs, but I still think it's quite a strong deck now. I'm still winning with it, and I want to just discuss some things about what this deck does and what its weaknesses are, and then you'll see some games. So this is the deck, and the main premise behind it is a long round 3 where you utilize all your movement cards, and then Hailstorm and Trapper for massive value for the win. You utilize this by getting card advantage as you go along, and you've got several ways of doing this. Now you've got a Spy. You will play that in round 3, which sounds silly, but the fact is you're removing all that value with Hailstorm and the Trappers anyway, and that way you actually gain card advantage. If you win round 1 and play it in round 2, you don't quite gain as much card advantage as if you just play it in Raw in round 3. The other way is you really want to try and go for the Eastern Grim, Torreveal kind of bamboozle, whereby the opponent, you pass and the opponent has to play more cards down to beat Torreveal's strength, and then you've also got Alien as a little extra bit of, oh, that's a spicy little secret there. Now they may calculate that, but it might mean they have to play another card. So either you win round 1 because they don't want to deal with it, usually, or you'll lose round 1, but they'll be like 2 cards down. And while if they drive past you in round 2, it's bad, you use these beautiful War Dancers to sort of stop that from happening and losing card advantage there. So you're gaining card advantage round 1, you're denying it back to the opponent in round 2, and then you're gaining more in round 3, usually. And that's a great sequence of card advantage where it normally ends up you've got 2 or 3 at the end of the game, which is where Hailstorm and the Trappers just really good. Now the main weakness of this deck, first of all, let's go over the bamboozle first. Normally it's Eastern Grim into Torreveal into the Blue Mountain Commandos, set up, done, pass, you're good. Now if they lock Torreveal, it's going to really hurt because it seems to stop her being an elf as well. So Alien won't come out. These can die quite easily. If they kill one of these, Alien doesn't come out, Torreveal gets less value, Lacerate will just wreck that strategy. But apart from that, the next weakness is generally a short round 3. And this not always the case, because sometimes a long round 2 will allow you to win that quite easily, and you'll still have the card advantage that you earned from round 1 and denied from round 2. So sometimes a long round 2 into a short round 3 is good because you'll have more cards, but usually you want to try and win and then go into a long round 3. I always find Emir Spies very difficult with this deck. I don't quite know. I think it's because they remove all my elves and everything just dies and I don't have much value. So Emir Spies seems to be the nemesis of this deck, but I think it's a very good deck, and I'm going to show you some games where I demonstrate that. And hopefully you'll really enjoy it as well. There's never enough Foggy Boys. This is the only place you don't.
Not a virtue I am known to have.
We like to watch the world burn, so it can be. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. See if we can't bamboozle. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be right proper difficult, I say. What row is Roach going on? I'm going to say melee. What I meant to say was siege, so. Thank you, Nate. I do appreciate that.
Waste of
nice quick pass there.
Watch and learn.
Right, so a massively long round for me, which is something I like. Scared of the bamboozled crab. I haven't said crab play in a long time. Crab move.
Too fast for you, Dwan.
Too fast for you, Dwan. I say crab move. I'm gonna say it.
A shame.
Crab move.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so he's got a lot of... This is a classic Amir Spies, and I normally lose against this. Just to let you know. This is something I normally lose against.
Dance of death! Ha!
You're probably dead. Yes, I'm dead probably. I think I might be. I don't have any quick removal, so that's going to stay on the board for the entire game.
Your humble servant.
Yeah.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
Too fast for you, Dwan.
Vryed!
There's not really any point in doing that because it's just going to make him optimal. So we'll do that.
Discipline.
You're dead already. Classic. Classic.
Vryed!
We need that. We've got Raw Decree with Yavid, which is nice. Frosty boys.
This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
We will take back what was stolen.
You reckon he's going to pick it up and do it again?
Your Majesty, I cast myself upon thy mercy.
Nilfgaard!
Hold the lines.
If I do that one first, does it get buffed?
Let the dance begin.
I think he might go for it, so I'm going to do that.
Merigolds.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Vat.
Astro remembers. Barbarian.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
Oh, wow, that's a big one.
We were not the ones to start this war.
Want to go and get Kieran, I would say.
Eyes, my lord.
Maybe should have tried to do that a bit earlier.
My folk have suffered much.
Nilfgaard!
Yovith will guide us.
We'll do that one so he doesn't get any more damage on me. He could very well pick it up. But we'll move these ones with Zoltan, so... Or maybe that guy. Keep your lock for Iris. Nah, it's fine.
Death to Old One!
Better.
A clever maneuver.
Clever maneuver.
Come the puppy!
Do it. Yeah, he's gonna Amir. What's he gonna Amir? The spy?
For traitors.
Okay, a little bit of value there. Oh, he's just gonna do that. Fine. Maximum value.
Look what the werecat dragged in.
The Nordlings
Can he do that on his own? Reset a unit if it's an ally. Dead. Alright, yes! I think that's my first ever victory against Emir spies. Actually. I played this deck a lot and that's my first ever victory against Emir spies. Probably because we played it in a weird way. We basically all just went to round 3 and we wrecked him. New record. Is my record like 50, 60? I'll be back, damn it.
Men of Kedwen!
By the way, you saw my message. I did see your message.
We
Saw
do
it
what
with my
must be done.
eyeballs. Yes. Got your leader ability all sorted out. Is that something you really want to do? Because this is not something that I'm much more interested in giving. You know, than receiving. But I mean, totally up to you. I don't ask that you do that. This was just a thing that, you know, it's my giving. Alright, well, I'm not going to say you shouldn't.
Regroup.
Just that you didn't have to. Bamboozling coming, as always. The Bamboozly is arrived. Siege row. I think he'll go on the melee row.
No mercy!
For fuck's sake, Roach. I thought it would double. I mean, is it Roach that's bamboozling? I think it is right now, right? Roach is doing the bamboozling. See what he did there, KBT. Take it, take it. Take it all. Alright, I will.
Death awaits us all.
More of those guys are going to come down and
Bloody
wreck me a little bit.
I kneel before no one.
I think this is a good idea. They'll get buffed. I get one of those into my hand. And probably another one of these, I would say. And that's good. No, this is good. Because I think he's just saving his machines for it. Gosh. 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 Now the bamboozle is real. Now the bamboozle is real. Yeah!
Blooded one.
Be aware that Saskia is not an elf. She's a Draconid officer. So she does not pull alien. Okay? Be aware of that. I love the idea that I had safety by pulling that out and stuff. It was cool. Now the question is, do I push a little bit so he uses that? Or do I just go for a long round? I think I'll go for a long round, I think. He's got 22 cards left. Oh, damn. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do. Some sort of machines or possibly swarm. But again, if we can get all the units down, swarm is difficult. Because we struggle to get all the units on the same row. Yes, you should push. He has light cavalry. We're right. We're not going to get massive strength.
And a gentleman.
You're fucked. He has Scorch and Balk. You reckon? Aye, aye, sir. Seems like a machine deck. Right, what have we got? That.
Idle chatter. I'm not interested.
Idle chat. I got Yavin for the Scorch. Now these guys can get to 12, but I think generally speaking I'm going to be getting rid of these, aren't I? So seems alright. That on that is 12, but for that reason we'll make sure we do less than 12.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Vat.
Watch and learn.
Watch and learn. Who else says that? Goken says that. Watch and learn. Oh my god. Goken says watch and learn. It's one of his taunts. We'll use Yavin and we'll get Hailstorm from him. That's pretty safe.
Vryhead!
Too fast for you, Dwan.
Might be better to use Francesca on that. King memes.
Who takes an interest in commons?
Oh, here we go.
No one.
That's nowhere near enough. But does that mean when I... No, I mean, if my... I just have to be careful about using all these because I'll pull the other things out, won't I?
Coexistence. No such thing.
We'll probably try and go for Kieran. We'll get rid of this guy, I suppose. Or we should do that guy first.
Dark clouds gather over the area.
Just Commander's Horn. Delicious. He caught a gold, that's always bad for us.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Vat.
Now I need to choose out of these two which one's better to go for in terms of coral.
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm doing.
Coral?
Something.
For Francesca. I mean, is movement more important or the massive damage? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. But do I need 3? Question. He's still got quite a lot of cards left. But I think, honestly, the movement's going to be more important. Massive damage, of course. Yeah, but if you kill them off, it's not massive damage. I'm going to Hailstorm them down to like 5 or something. And then, you know, I'll kill them. So do I really need 3? Don't we?
Death to Old One!
Remove this one then. We'll just move it so it doesn't get the value. Not like one of them. I don't understand why you think it's Bork, honestly.
This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
I
You
told you
use
so,
Commander's
you
Horn,
idiot.
that's not a Bork thing, is it?
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
Well, that's a mistake. Bad move.
Crap move.
Down the horse, sons!
skill, Igni, 2 10s. Alright, that's going to hurt a lot. Oh, I should have put the 12 down then. Not sure. I don't know if we can win this. We might be able to. There's nothing really worth moving at the minute. It feels quite bad. Remember?
Humans are not to be trusted.
It's a shame that we didn't block the Scorch with that. I didn't think he'd have it. You locked to siege? Scorch. Wow, it's okay. That's actually bad because I'm going to do a lot of damage. That's pretty much won me the game. That's pretty much won me the game there, isn't it, really? Oh, there you go. BM or not to BM? Give it a go.
Gotta hand it to you. Good work.
It is a 0-point silver, but I think it actually, it did actually affect me. Even though it was 0 points, I think it actually did more damage to me than it did to him. Because I was going to half all his value on the row. So the less units got on that row, you know, the less value gets halved. Whereas my 12 strength is really important because I had hardly anything. Why was that even a question? Of course you BM.